Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. So we're going to go over my nightmare on panning Project Pan, and this is the update for the end of March. The end of March. I am like, where did the time go? Where did the time go? My gosh. So this project was created by Jaylon from Jayla's Makeup and Valerie from VMRT on Instagram. So Jaylon is on Instagram and YouTube, and Valerie is on Instagram. However, she does sometimes pop in on Jaylon's channel. So if you are not watching Jaylon's channel, you definitely have to go over there and check it out, because when the two of them do their videos, it is so fun. I love watching it. They're just so fun together. So please go ahead and check that out. So this runs from October 31st, Halloween of 2022, and it goes to Halloween of 2023. And I hope this project continues forever. It is so good. I love it. Normally I like to do Halloween looks. I have been a little bit focused on other things such as like health and all that kind of stuff lately, and like family and stuff. So I'm not really doing a whole bunch of like looks and stuff, although I will plan on doing some in the near future, because I just can't help myself. I love a good special effects look. I love using makeup and having a fun time and just playing and creating. So this project gives me not only the opportunity to talk about scary movies, which is amazing. Not only did it give a bunch of people in the community an opportunity to watch videos together last year when the project first started, and got me a whole bunch of amazing friends in the process. Like, I'm so incredibly thankful. I totally give all the credit to this project just bringing us all together, and it just lifts my heart. Like, sorry, I'm not gonna get all gushy, but like, I love my girls. So this project is just special and near and dear to me. And also, like, I get to do like fun makeup looks when I am available to do that. But let's go ahead and talk about the items that I have. There's a lot of things. I'm doing 13 items. I was tempted to bring that down. I actually don't even know if I've pulled a full 13. I think I do have, I'm not sure, but you know what? We're just going to go with what I have right now. So let's talk about that. So the first item I have is for Annabelle, and that is a pigmented or bold blush. And that prompt was created by myself, and I decided to go with a really like relatively new blush palette to myself, which was the Patrick Ta face palette for 2021. And yes, it's full of fingerprints. We're just not going to talk about that. It easily gets fingerprints, but I will tell you, I prefer this mirrored packaging over like the flat packaging, that like the frosted-y look that came out in 2022. I do prefer this packaging. Now, my goal was to use this 5 times, this palette, and I have accomplished that. So this is what my palette is looking like, pretty much untouched. Because I mean, really 5 times is not that much. You can see, of course, some use in the cream because there's disturbance, but the powders look like pretty much untouched. This is actually quite a nice deep shade. It's a little more deep than I'm used to wearing, but it's not as deep. Like, it is the same color, but when you see it on at least my skin shade, because I am quite light, it does have a really nice, like, beautiful, almost raisin hue to it. But I feel like that would be absolutely stunning and gorgeous on a deeper, like, mid-tone skin shade. However, I do enjoy it, and it is something that I will get use out of. But I am mostly enjoying these 2, like, or 4, I guess I should say, in the palette. I feel like those are really beautiful. And so yeah, this will be rolling out and going back into my collection. So first things first, we're starting off strong. Let's see how else, let's see what we do here. Next is Insidious, and that is Dreamt About Purchasing, and that prompt was created by Leah, or Leah. Oh my gosh, I don't know if it's Leah or Leah, and I watch her videos. How do I not remember this? I am so sorry if you're watching. So this is by the prompt that I decided about, Dreamt About Purchasing. I actually wanted the Charlotte Tilbury, both of the face palettes for 2022, and I only got one, and I really am kicking myself that I didn't buy the darker version, but I got this version in 2021, and this is what it looks like inside. It's absolutely stunning. I love the contour shades and the highlighting shade and the blush. Absolutely stunning, stunning colors in here, really beautiful. And I have not used this very much because I am already using a face palette that has contour shades in it. I'm already focusing heavily on trying to pan through a highlighter, and also I was panning a blush, which I've completed. If you have not seen that video, go ahead and check that video out. I'm so happy that I can finally move on to other things in my collection, which of course allowed me to start using that one. So now that I'm slowly moving on these other things, I can start, you know, focusing on this one and get this a little bit loved in my collection. Sadly, things get neglected a little bit because I'm the type of panner that gets hyper focused on just one thing. Even though I'm using a plethora of things throughout other projects, I tend to just hyper focus on, say, that one blush or that one highlighter until all those uses are done, and then I move on to another thing. It's just how my brain works. I really like to get a task completed before I move on to another, but I'm finding that with the uses, it's not too bad, but if I'm trying to complete something, that's when I have a struggle. So this one is uses. I want to use this 10 times, and I've only used it once so far, but that will definitely change very, very soon. The next prompt is for Candyman, and that is something that has a long name, takes 5 times to say, or something that's candy themed. So the long name was a prompt that I came up with, and the candy theme one was someone else. I cannot remember, and I don't have it written down, and I apologize, but I decided to go with a longer name. Now this one isn't the longest name, but it's still long. It's the Neostrata Correct Hydra Filling Eye Gel Cream, and I can't remember, I think I was about here last time, and now I am about right there, just in between. I would say right in between the letters, like here and here. I'm just about halfway there. So I think I could potentially have this out in the next month, because I do use like eye cream every single night, and sometimes in the morning. I should probably use it in the morning, but I also have another one at my vanity, so when I do my eye makeup and I put concealer, I tend to put the eye cream on first to give me that extra hydration. So I go through a lot of eye creams now, especially getting older. Eye creams are wonderful, just saying. So I want to complete that, and I'm not quite there yet, so I will hopefully complete that very soon. The next item that I have, or prompt, is the Babadook, which is something that has a weird name, or that is in the deep dark of your storage. And this one I went into kind of both examples. The first one I picked was like the name is Westman Atelier. I picked this trio, and I think Westman Atelier is actually a gorgeous name. I just thought it was a fun name, not necessarily weird. And then the deep dark of my storage, I usually don't use a lot of the face products like this that are in my like samples, because I have so much other stuff to focus on. But because it's Westman Atelier, I wanted to try it out and see if it was something that I could potentially purchase in the future. Now, out of the 3, I have completed the contour shade and the highlight shade. There's like a very small amount in there, but I wasn't going to overdo my makeup just to get those uses. And honestly, I've gotten my thoughts on these through the uses that I've received or that I've used. And then the blush, I still have a little bit to go. Let me see if I can just open this up. So I'm about halfway or more done, and I am using so many blushes right now that's why this one's kind of getting neglected. So I'll use the other products on my face. It's no problem. I tend to go a little heavy. I went heavy with the highlight all over because it was basically a gloss, and I already have a gloss like this in the Patrick Ta 2022 face palette, or I want to say face palette because it's a blush and bronze, or blush and highlight palette. My goodness. And the highlight portion of that is glossy and sheer, and it's just not for me. And I knew that was the case, so I would put this underneath and then put my other highlight on top to sort of make it pow, you know? So that's how I got the uses on that one. This one is beautiful. I really do like the contour. It's beautiful. However, I appreciate my NARS one more so. This one here is in another project, but I appreciate this one more so. I really love it. It's a gorgeous shade. It's a beautiful like texture, finish, everything. I love the way it performs. This one is nice too, but the price tag is just like a little too up there for me. So once I complete that, then I can roll it out. but I'm hoping to get that done next month. I hope I don't forget about it, but I do have so many blushes and projects. Oh, something just fell right off of there. That's not good. We'll stuff that back in and move on. Okay, so that one, like I said, I want to complete it, but I just have that blush left to go. So the next one is for Child's Play, which is like my favorite movie. Actually, my favorite is The Bride of Chucky, which is the 4th movie. I thought it was a 3rd, but I realized there were 2 in between, not 1. And so the 4th one, that's my favorite Chucky movie of all, is The Bride of Chucky. But Child's Play, so every year I watch this movie at least once, and I know dolls are creepy, but I just don't find him, like, I find it creepy, but not like, because I've seen it so many times, it's kind of like I know what's going to happen. It's not that creepy. But anyhow, I'm talking too much. This one is for childlike theme or packaging, and I decided to go with my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the matte lipstick medium Pillow Talk. I love the way that this looks in the lighting. I love the way that the lighting picks up the packaging. It's just stunning. I feel like that's so gorgeous, and it looks bougie. So my goal was to complete this, and I have managed to do that. And I actually just finished it today. Today is the 29th of March, and I just finished it today. So that is, if I'm bringing it all the way down, that is what is left. And I was like really pushing it on there, but because it's so close to the plastic now, I was like basically just as I was applying, scraping it right back off. And it was like, what is the point? And it's hurting, and I'm just done. Once it gets to that point, no more. I do not dig my lipsticks out. This is completed according to me, and it's my penning. So yeah. I don't dig out lipsticks. So that one is another completed goal, which makes me so incredibly happy. Now let's move on to The Grudge, which is something you wished you never purchased. And for that, I brought in the Tarteist Pro Glow Liquid Highlighter in Exposed. This is not so much a liquid as a cream, unless this one is just old and congealing. But I poured all of this into a lotion, which I am not done yet. It's a body lotion. And so once that is done, this will be done. So then I can do like 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. But for now, it's still just kind of hanging around. I'm still using it. The next one is for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and that is a duo or a double-ended product. And I brought in the blush from Ofra in, it says Ofra by Samantha March Blush Duo in Chick Lit. And it's this one here. So it bothers me that this is not perfectly straight. I hate that. Also, my kid's coming in, so sorry if he starts screaming around, but he stays. So this one I want to use 5 times, and I've only used it 2. And hopefully I will be able to get those next 3 out by the next update. The next prompt I have is, hi honey, is Reanimator, which is a serum. And that one, you can't come in this video, please. Nope, you can't come in here. Here, you mommy turn this on for you. Where did I put it now? Mommy's prepared, buddy. I'm prepared. Okay, so the next one, thank you, honey. The next one is for Reanimator, which is a serum. And for the serum, I decided to go with the Innisfree Green Tea Serum. And the last update, I was way up here, and I have now brought it all the way down to there. So I have used so much of this. I'm just going to shut the TV down just in case he comes back. Then it's ready to go. So I have used this much in the last month. So this one will definitely roll out. I shouldn't say definitely. Let's not do that just in case I start tag teaming and using a different one. So hopefully this will be out by the next update. Hopefully. Now, after that, we have Rosemary's Baby, which is a new item. And I did bring in my Catrice Prime and Fine Contour Palette. And I do want to use this under eye setting powder. I thought that would be a good one to use. However, I'm not touching this because I already have 2 under eye setting powders in my collection that I'm trying to pan completely. So I may use this for an all over face setting powder because it almost feels like a translucent powder, honestly. It doesn't really, like, it gives like the slightest amount of brightening shade to it, but I don't know. We'll see what I can do with that. I might even just like use it as I can and not just like try to use it just to use it kind of thing. I really want to use my stuff organically, and I don't want to feel pressure. So if it stays in, it stays in. That's not a problem. I do have like 13 prompts in here. So the next item that I have is for, you want me to press play, honey? The next one is for It, which is something that reminds you of a clown. And I know I see white in the face, like the white base color. I know the face is very bright and vibrant, but what I see most is that color, like the black outline around the lips, around the eyes, to create like other points on the face, like around the blush kind of stuff. So to me, I focus on that. So I brought in the black eyeliner from, this is a tattoo liner from KBD, and I'm still using it. I do have a little bit on today, not very much. This is almost all that I wear. I used to use a lot of eyeliner, but I haven't in a while. I either don't use it at all or just use a very little bit. So I have to hide the remote. So this one will stay in until it's completed. Oh man, sorry guys. I'm so sorry. Can you go please, buddy? Okay. The next, oh my gosh, it gets messy here. I'm so sorry. I really truly did not think he was gonna come in here, and now I'm like having to hide my kid. So the next prompt that I have is for, honey, go over here please. Thank you. The next prompt that I have is for paranormal activity. I'm doing it again. Paranormal activity, which is an item that never disappears. And I decided to use a loose pigment from Sydney Grace, which is really beautiful. It's in the shade Pistol, and it's like a purpley blue, or almost like a reddish purple blue. And I wanted to use this 3 times, and I have completed that. So that's another prompt that's rolling out. I will swatch it a little bit here for you. It's tiny swatch, but you get the gist. It's really beautiful. So we have that one, and that one is going to be going back into my collection. And next we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that one is a product so clean or natural you could eat it. And I'm pretty sure that was a prompt I came up with. I'm pretty sure, but I can't remember. It sounds like some weird, I would say. So I brought in the Glow recipe, both the watermelon niacinamide dewdrops and the watermelon glow PHA plus BHA pore tight toner, and I haven't used either of them yet, so they're just going to stay in my bathroom. It's just a little small sample duo thing, but I haven't even touched them yet. So now we have to bring in 3 new items, and I decided so first of all, I sporadically or randomly chose 3 prompts, and I came up with The Strangers, which is no longer welcome in your collection. So I decided to pull in another bronzer from my Too Faced little black book of bronzers, because I do want this gone by the end of the year. I love this so much, and I wish I realized that years ago. I think these are gorgeous, and I do kind of wish that they came out with something like this, but that was better laid out, because this is just too hard to store. If it was like more compact, it doesn't have to be smaller pans, but like at least side by side in rows, like in a shorter, like wider, whatever. Like this is just too much. And I do really, really love the bronzers. I would honestly like to repurchase a few of these, so I have to get to know them more. Like I basically just put my brush in most of these, at least the ones that are in other projects, and use them together. So I wanted to pull in another one so that I could start seeing a dip like I'm seeing in the other ones. And I'm bringing in the Dark Chocolate Soleil. So this is the Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers Dark Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. That is what I'm bringing in. It literally has like a tiny few brush strokes in it, but the rest of them at least look like they're getting some use, and that one does not. So I will pull that in, because I know in the summertime I will get some use on that one. And I'm just going to continue with it until the end of the project. The next one I have is for Signs, and that is a product with circle packaging or pans, and that prompt was created by myself. I wanted to bring in the Revolution Pro Illuminate highlighter. Now, I already said I was going to use a highlighter. I'll show you the one that I'm currently working on. It's the Ofra Everglow one. I'm working on this one in my deck of panning, but I do want to bring in this one because this is super old, like ridiculously old. Like this one could also have been under the no longer welcome in your collection, because it's just that old. It's gorgeous, but it's like it's time, you know, like it almost feels like a creamy highlighter, which I'm not against, but being that it's that old, it's just like I need to get used and then maybe declutter it because it's time, you know? So this one I want to use, I didn't even write amount time. I don't think, maybe I'll just, do I want to try to hit pan on this? You know what? I might just, I'll keep it in for now to hit pan because it's like incredibly skinny packaging. So I'll try that. Because I am using another one, I don't know how well, but I won't be able to use that one. I don't want to say for the whole year. Whatever. I'm going to say to pan for now, and that may change. So let's put to pan. And then the last one is a quiet place. And that one is speechless or cannot talk while you apply it, or not, or both. Speechless and cannot talk while you apply it. I decided to bring in a lip pencil from Glamlight, and it's Chucky. Oh no, this is the wrong one. I'm all excited about it, but it's the Chucky one. And now where did it go? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. That was super anticlimactic. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so yeah, this is what it looks like. What a dork. This is my life, you guys. I am so panicked all the time and trying to keep up with everything in life. It's a beautiful color, very, very dark. A little darker than I would have assumed. I thought they would have went for a more neutral color, but yeah, all good. This is great for multiple shades. Like, you can use this with like light, like what I'm wearing now. You can use this with a deeper shade, a mid-tone brown, a taupey brown. It'll all look really good. So yeah, I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to try that one for like 15 uses. I thought that would be fine. If I need to, I can increase that. I just want to get used to the stuff in my collection. So that is everything. Sorry that I was like all over the place there for a little bit and had to like intervene with my book and my hand and stuff. Sometimes life can be crazy, but I really just don't need my kid jumping in onto the videos, and I appreciate that you guys understand that and are understanding of the situation. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Please don't forget to check out Jaylon and Valerie. Please go and check out Fantastic Ladies too, because that's where this is collabed with, and all the information and details on the prompts and everything will be over there. Also watch Jaylon and Valerie's updates on the 31st. They are so entertaining and so fun. I really get a lot of kick out of them, and I enjoy watching their videos together. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Do not forget to like and subscribe. If you are ever so inclined, you can leave a black heart emoji in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.